Shamaya, you did it.
STL Music.
Welcome back to the show. So listen up, we back in the game. Sweet believe we got the flame. Motivated to the fullest every single day. We wake up, get it in every way. Right to the two in the global inspiration. Talk this sports and top news, no hesitation. Sweet the league is back. We always coming back, that's a fact. Wanna tell them that STL Music, mama, we did it, where we at? Coach Jill in the house with the flow so tight. Every Rebroadcast, we unite. The best show, Monday through Friday, it's the same different. They lying, we got the energy. When I say sweep, you say the league. Sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league. San Antonio, let's go. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. San Antonio, let's go.
Hey, it's Rain Fernandez, and you're watching Sweep the League. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and Facebook at Rain Fernandez, Rayne Fernandez.
Hi, it's Sherilyn, and you're watching Sweep the League TV. Follow me on Instagram at official Sherilyn for more content.
2, 1.
Well, as you guys can tell, Derek Gervin doesn't miss anything. If you don't want to miss anything as well, go to YouTube. Search at Sweep the League TV. Be a subscriber today. We're giving away a bunch of prizes and stuff. Be a subscriber today so you don't miss, just like Derek never misses. Subscribe to Sweep the League.
Hey, this is George Iceman Gervin, and you're listening to Sweep the League Radio.
Legends collide. If the Cowboys fall short, we'll still ride the tide. Like Jordan in the clutch of Brady's last play. We bring the fire, keeping fans in the fray. Coach Gio and Marie calling the shots. With Derek coming straight Hall of Fame thoughts. So hit that subscribe, don't sit on the bench. Get in the game, every highlight's intense. The live stream's on till your friends don't delay. Like Kobe in the fourth, we're here to play. Sweep the League TV, where greatness resides. From the blocks, epic drives, till the halls on the rise. We're all in on sports, NBA, CFB, and more for fans. By fans, it's the show you'll adore.
What is up, everybody? I hope y'all like the new intro that we have here at Sweep the League. We are updating and upgrading every single day. Be sure to join our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search at Sweep the League TV. Be a subscriber. We've given away a couple of things already, a couple of helmets, autographed helmets. Gave away a basketball, an autographed basketball. So be sure to go to YouTube. We're giving a lot of stuff away. We are over the 1,000 subscribers mark. We're at 1,180, I believe. So we're talking under 10 months. Well, no, it's been, what, 7 months, 8 months since we started this. Excuse me. It's been like 7, 8 months. We're over 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys out there. Appreciate everybody joining us. Derek Gervin's going to be off tonight. He's actually got some basketball stuff that he's taking care of right now. So wishing him the best on that. He'll be joining us not tomorrow because we're covering UTSA football. So reminder, there is no show tomorrow. We will be at UTSA football in the Dome. So we're going to be providing live game footage from us. Well, not live, but obviously scoring touchdowns, scoring, whatever. We're going to just provide some video for you guys tomorrow and the usual coverage that we provide for UTSA football. So tonight's going to be our Pickem night. We're waiting for Coach Gio to join the stream here so we can get our Pickems going. Outside of that, I hope everybody's doing good, man. It sucks because we can't play our Friday theme song, but it is what it is. We'll play it next week here. Tim Gonzalez in here, Blue Devils. Blue Devils, appreciate it, Tim. You're always joining us here. Sith, who just challenged me to some basketball. I would say probably I'm like 50 pounds, 60 pounds heavier than what I was when I played basketball, but we can still make it happen, Seth. Good evening, Rudy and crew, hanging with STL while Moana plays in the background. Man, Moana. I remember when my daughter was a lot younger, that was probably the go-to movie. And she would play it on the iPad going from the house to her daycare. So, yeah, I think I would sing those songs. I can't remember the guy that the Rock played, but I used to sing those songs with her and love the theme song. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Y'all guys are dropping the chat on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, live on Twitter. The show gets replayed again probably tomorrow morning. So, yeah, tomorrow morning we'll replay the show for you guys on the Pickem as well. So, appreciate it. I can't escape it now. Part 2 is coming out. Yeah, I'm not letting my daughter know about part 2 for sure. So, I was waiting for Coach Gio to come on to the stream here. Spurs basketball, man. Last night when we dropped the 50 piece, I think in the beginning of the season, myself and Jeff Garcia did, also Jack Thompson, we did a whole show for Locked On Spurs based off of the odds. And I think one of them was whether Wemby would have a 50-point game. And I did say that was a for sure thing. So if you put money on the Wemby side of him having 50 points, then congratulations. Head over to the payout window. You're about to collect. And speaking of the payout window, I got a confession to make. Let me bring on the other host of the show here, one of the other hosts, Coach Gio himself here. The coach is in. We're going to get the coach in and the coach out. I got a confession, Gio. I didn't post it on Facebook, so don't turn me into the Facebook group. But what do you kids call I told your picks, or I followed your picks from last night in basketball. You kind of screwed me on Anthony Edwards, and you kind of screwed me on one of the other guys.
I actually didn't do terribly.
I made a whole $1. Thanks.
I had a pretty long leg, and unfortunately, Derek White had 3 fouls in the first quarter, give or take. And then my Hail Mary pick was not too far off. It most of them hit, except where was Anthony Edwards?
9 3-pointers, and he missed 4. All he had to do was make 4, right? Was it?
Yeah. So it was kind of a big lotto play, but I was actually fairly close to the other one. It's just unfortunately Derek White and I think Schroeder. I mean, guys never do what they do sometimes when I have on a pick, but the one I had with Barnes and Devin Vassell screwed me. I'm like, dude, you can't get a shot, and then Wemby can't get 10 rebounds because he's busy scoring. The man is like 50 feet tall, and he had like less than 8 rebounds.
Like 7 rebounds last night. 7 or 8 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken.
It's so weird to me, and he's another one that's jacking up threes too. I mean, he made some, but we talked about analytics. Edwards shooting to 9-10 threes is absolutely ridiculous, and he's missing them.
They lost back-to-back games to Portland, dude. The Timberwolves lost back-to-back games to
with
what
no
I consider
Ayton.
The worst team in the West.
Yeah, with no Ayton, because he was out.
Yeah, good point. No DeAndre Ayton. Holy cow, man.
He was out, so they really screwed a bunch of. They really screwed a lot of tickets, really, not just ours. There was a lot of things they fell short on, but I actually came particularly close. Just
I think you had what 8 plays, and 3 of them didn't come through. I know it was Anthony Edwards. I think Saldana barely missed it, and then there was
Devin
one
White. Well, Vassell was another one that.
Well, no, it wasn't the Vassell pick. It was somebody else. Josh Hart. Josh Hart was the other one that I took from you, and he came up a little short.
He just had a triple double, Rudy. He had a triple double, and it's like, that one was actually a particularly good ticket. It's just unfortunately guys just didn't do what they normally do.
So
Josh Hart had
$1. I bet $1. If I would have nailed all of them, it would have been $92 payout.
If I would have nailed that, I would have won a few grand.
Jeez, I don't have that kind of money. How do you get that kind of money? I don't have that kind of coin, man.
Well, I do win particularly a decent amount, and it's
you do.
I won 200 there, 300. So, but there are people who I know who bet Rudy $1,000 on just one single play. That's probably the way to do it.
Do you think Texas will ever get legalized gambling?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be coming.
Okay, because you're in a state that has legalized gambling. How is it there? Like, do you notice a difference in taxes and stuff?
So, if you don't break even, which most bettors don't, you're probably not paying any taxes because you're essentially losing, right, more than you make. Now, obviously, if you have a payday, Rudy, of $50K, right,
Mhm.
and you've made more than $50K than you've lost that year, then clearly you're going to have to pay taxes. So essentially, depending on how much over you make than you lose, you'll have to pay taxes. So, I've made over, but not significantly to the point where I have to pay taxes, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. We have a lot of people that listen to us. I mean, a couple hundred, sometimes 1,000 people that listen to the show. I'm pretty sure the IRS is not one to you, so you don't have to worry about that.
No,
It's
I'm
in the
not
same.
winning. Listen, I've seen guys win a lot of money.
Oh,
I'm not
just to
those
backtrack.
those guys who are winning thousands and thousands of dollars because they're betting 1,000 in hopes for $4, $5, $10,000. I really limit my role, so it's not anything crazy. But if you do have a gambling problem, please contact 1-800 gambling, which every site has that little thing up there. Which, Rudy, it's funny, but there are people who have a really bad addiction to gambling, and they've had their house repoed. I mean, I've heard some crazy stories.
Oh yeah.
That won't be happening to me, but yes, if you need gambling help, please get help.
So you call the gambling hotline. Just don't call JG Wentworth 877 cash now. Is that the number? Or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. Don't call them. You don't need them. Someone saying LSU's a disappointment. LSU's gone. We're not even. I mean, they're not even in discussion anymore. Got to get into some college football talk. We're gonna get our picks in today. This is the Pickem show. We're not doing it tomorrow. We're gonna be covering UTSA football tomorrow as they take on North Texas. We'll all be at the game. So no show tomorrow. We're doing our Pickem show, which is normally Friday. It's going to be tonight. Appreciate JD Wyatt's in here. Southern Fried Sports, great sports show there. You got to go to YouTube, search Southern Fried Sports. JD Wyatt does a tremendous job. He says, "What's happening, gentlemen? What is up, man? Appreciate to join us." And tonight here, notice a huge difference in people driving from South Carolina to North Carolina to place bets. They should legalize gambling. Sports gambling, not casinos, but sports gambling should be legal in every state. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. It should be legal in every state, Joe. I mean, you got the damn apps in front of you.
It should be, but depending on what sports book you want. I know in Florida, it's very limited, and they don't have FanDuel in Florida, right? They have, I think it's Hard Rock. There's a decent amount of Hard Rock casinos in Florida. So just depending on where you're at. But yeah, so it should be legal. When I went to Seattle, I thought with the number of Native American style casinos there, that it would be a thing, but it wasn't. So yeah, there's still a decent amount of states who have not. So yeah.
Yeah, JD says if anyone wants to give away money, call 1-800-JD Cash now. That's the number to call if you want to give away your money. I'll probably call that number because every time I basically tell one of your picks, I lose, man. I don't ever win jack half the time.
But you see that I
You
do
screw me
win.
big times.
Well, it's crazy, really, because the picks you don't tell me, I end up winning.
I know. I don't have the kind of coin to tell every single pick that you have.
Well, no. So funny story. On Sunday, there's a Bet 365. I've never used it. I was able to get a promo. Bet $5, get 150. My first bet, Rudy. Believe it or not, I actually picked all the games correctly. And you know who screwed me over? You'll never guess.
Giants?
No, I actually picked games differently than I did on the Pickem game, which was weird.
Which game was it?
The freaking Falcons cost me. I would have won. I bet $5. I would have won about $900. And of course, the Dirty Birds. I had them outright winning. Surprisingly, I had the Panthers beating the Giants. I had the Steelers beating the Commanders last week, and I also had some Bucks plus 6.5, which they covered. So all that stuff, your freaking Falcons. Of course, the Dirty Birds had to screw me again.
What? Why are you blaming? I mean, I've told you before. We're used to failing everybody. We're used to making a fool of ourselves.
I should have picked Falcons plus. That would have been the smarter pick because they did have Derek Carr coming back with the Saints. But you win some, you lose some. And also last night, thanks a lot. What school screwed me in my college basketball? It was a small school, up by 20 points and then lose. Of course,
that beats me.
What a surprise! College basketball is so annoying. Also to bet.
I would never bet college basketball. It is damn near impossible.
It's one of the most annoying. One of the most annoying things to bet on is basketball and sometimes baseball. But yeah.
JD's, I have people who tell me all the time I can play Prize Picks, but it will not let me. Same here. I mean, I don't know. There's people that do all the time. Normally, if it's something like that, I'm contacting Gio to do stuff for me because he's able to do it. I put his name in the transfer portal. So he's talking about Thomas Castellanos.
Oh, from Boston College?
He's leaving the Eagles.
Wait, how is he announcing that he's leaving? It's not. It's past the 4 games.
I don't know. He's already about to hit on the Commanders pick. Oh, dang, always go with the gut. Bunch of filthy birds. See, why do people hate on the Dirty Birds? I mean, it's bad enough we can't win a Super Bowl. It's bad enough that you spot us 25 points in a Super Bowl midway through the third quarter. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. We got to leave the Dirty Birds alone. Leave the Dirty Birds alone because, I mean, we could be the Cowboys, right? I mean, we could be the Cowboys and still think we're playoff bound.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
I mean,
playoffs?
Let's tell the truth. You told everyone the Cowboys were making the playoffs.
I did. Beginning of the year, I did. So did Derek.
You said they were a 10-11 win team, which I
sure
fainted. I fainted. I said, "There's no way."
I sure did. That's now again, I'm wrong about that. I'm allowed to be wrong 4 times in the entire year. Wrong about the Cowboys. I've been wrong about Colorado. What else have I been wrong about? I think that's it.
The New York Jets.
Oh yeah, it took them to make the AFC representative. Okay, so there's 3. I got one more that I can miss on. So
well, Indiana. I mean, you did kind of chuckle when I mentioned.
I chuckled, but I never said they would be a bad team. I never did say that. You got to give me that much. I never said they were bad.
Rudy didn't say anything, but him saying it, nothing. He said a bunch of stuff in his head, I'm sure.
Well, you know what? We're at the end of the year. The year starts in January. I did say UTSA would win the American Conference. I do remember that. So yeah, that's not going to happen either. I already used all my 4 lifelines. Can't use any more, man. Let's see who else before we get into our picks here. Lost the starting quarterback. Gamecocks had a linebacker, Bangli Kamara, already entered portal and committed, and it isn't even open yet. So yeah, I guess people are still doing it right now, man. You'd be wrong about however much you want, bro. You do you exactly. See, I love that right there. I can be wrong as many times as I want. I'm one of the hosts of the damn show. Geo players can leave when they want. It's a new student rule.
Oh, I thought it was just the 4 games.
No, I think it's open season pretty much whenever, man.
Thomas did lose his job. He plays at Boston College. It'd be interesting to see where he goes. Georgia's going to need a quarterback, so I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Not everybody goes to Georgia. Okay, not everybody goes to Georgia. I don't care what Ray Charles says. Georgia is not on everybody's mind.
Speaking of not necessarily Ray Charles, Carmelo Anthony was saying a story today, and apparently Stevie Wonder came up to him, shook his hand, said, I love watching you play. And there's been some rumors over the years, some jokes
Shaquille a big one.
about Stevie Wonder can see. I don't know. Because I know they gave him a basketball once and he completely missed. So I don't know these whole rumors about Stevie Wonder being able to see. I still think he can't. Maybe he's just saying it because it's what people normally say. Hey, like, I love watching you play. But it is ironic, Stevie, that we all know you're blind, supposedly. So I'll leave it at that.
You think he can see Gio?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Yes. I don't think Stevie Wonder can see.
So this is Carmelo Anthony 1. Shaquille O'Neal said he ran into him in an elevator and said the same thing. So, I mean, there's 2 guys already. I don't know, man. If we get a third, then it's time to crack all that Stevie Wonder stuff open. It's time to open the conspiracy box, man.
No.
But we got some, what? You don't want to do that? You don't want to get into Stevie Wonder talk? It's awesome.
I don't think he could see, but I could be wrong. There's stuff coming out all the time about him. So
I think he can see. I'll be honest with you. What we can see is we're going to see the picks right now. We got some NCAA football picks. We got our NFL picks coming up here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. On the way back, it's NCAA time. It's Pickem time for all you guys out there. Remember, all you got to do is go to X, Twitter, whatever you guys want to call it. Twitter, X, whatever. Elon's platform, I don't care. Just go to X, Twitter, whatever. All you got to do is tweet at Sweep the League. Tweet all your picks for Saturday, which is all the NCAA games. We only do the top 25. And then also Sunday, tweet us your picture of the NFL. If you get them all right, has happened before. We had a player, Derek Gervin, 13-0 on a Saturday. If you get them all right, you're going to win a grand prize here from us at Sweep the League. But we got to have your picks on there. Be sure to go to X, tag Sweep the League. It's at Sweep the League. Drop your picks there.
Derek could have won a lot of money, by the way.
Derek would have probably won, what, 6-7 grand or more? Probably more.
Yeah, probably actually way more.
Dude, yeah, 13-0, man. I mean, he called every single game, 13-0. I've never seen that ever in my entire life.
Well, it's so unpredictable. The NFL and college are so unpredictable. There's there's time where Texas A&M blows out. Who was it, Missouri? And then the next week they get blown out. You just don't know these days.
It's terrible. We're going to take a quick commercial break on the way back. It's our NCAA picks brought to you by MCS General Contracting. Then it's our NFL picks brought to you by MCS General Contracting, the best in the business. Coach Gio Rudy Campos Jr., Derek Gervin, Hall of Famer, doing some coaching right now. He'll be back probably next week is what I'm understanding. So shout out to Derek Gervin. We'll be back, guys.
Are you looking for a contracting company that gets the job done right the first time? Look no further than MCS General Contracting. MCS specializes in top quality concrete work, including patios, driveways, foundations, and swimming pools. The team of experts are dedicated to delivering exceptional results and unparalleled customer satisfaction. At MCS General Contracting, they're not just hardworking, they're local. Based in San Antonio, they are committed to building relationships and trust within the community. That's why MCS guarantees your satisfaction. They pride themselves on getting the job done right the first time, every time. So why wait? Contract MCS General Contracting today to schedule your project and experience the difference for yourself. MCS General Contracting. Building a better San Antonio, one project at a time. Proud sponsors of Sweep the League.
Hey, don't miss our Sweep Unplugged interviews with our special guests on Sweep the League TV. Thanks for watching.
For the ones who doubted, now we showing the proof. Came from the struggle, we live in the truth.
STL Music.
Yeah, challenges come, but we here to stay. Built from the dirt, now we paving the way. Had a bad day, but
You are watching Sweep the League TV. Make sure you subscribe and catch our new videos.
Sweep the League TV with Rudy, Derek, and Coach Gio. Let's get back to the live show. You are watching the best in the business.
Man, I love it. JD's in here. He says, Stevie can actually see. Y'all are killing me. I'm telling you, Dio, I think Stevie can see, man. I really think Stevie Wonder can see. I'm saying that. I believe he can.
No, I mean, his eyes, though, I've seen him. It does look like he's blind. But I don't.
I mean, it's just blind, and then there's possible glaucoma.
Maybe he should say, I love hearing you play. Is that better?
Well, you can hear somebody play, but how do you make the mistake after being blind for what, 60 years? How old is Stevie? 60, 70 years old? I love seeing you play, or I love watching you play. I mean, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to dive deep into that. That's for damn sure.
We'll try to get Stevie on the show, and we'll see what he says. Ready?
Yeah, we'll see if we can get Stevie on the show here pretty soon. We'll have Derek, because Derek's got a lot of connections, so we will see and watch if Stevie will come on to the show here. It's Coach Gio Rudy Campos Jr. Derek on hiatus. He's got some coaching that he's doing tonight, so he'll be back next week. All right, man. Before we do our college football pick'ems, Gio, I got one special pick'em that I need you to make here. Are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. All right, tomorrow night we're covering UTSA football, but also Netflix is doing the Mike Tyson-Paul fight. Now, there was the slap heard across the world about an hour or two ago. Mike Tyson slaps Paul. Paul doesn't do anything. Tyson slaps him. Everybody's holding Tyson back. I 100% said that this fight is dumb. It's stupid. It's rigged. All this other stuff. There's no way in hell Paul comes close to beating Mike Tyson. I don't care how old Mike Tyson is. There's no chance in hell that if this is a legit boxing match, that Paul doesn't last more than, 30, 45 seconds in a match. Is this a gimmick for real?
I think Paul wins just because it's an exhibition and the money's on the line. But I will say this, though. I've seen Mike Tyson train on some of those videos. I mean, he still looks like he can knock somebody out.
Dude, you just knock somebody out by looking at them.
So I'm interested to see what happens. I don't take this any seriously, Rudy. It's just, I don't even really care who wins. I mean,
neither do I.
Did you see the Roy Jones and was it Holyfield? Was it Roy? It was some, and it was just, it's bad. Like, these guys are way past their prime. Could Tyson knock him out? Sure. I'm not putting any money on this. I just don't really know what to expect.
Sure as I hope not, man. Sure as I hope you don't put any money on this fight. This is a terrible matchup. The undercard's better. San Antonio's Omari Barros is fighting on the card, so the undercard's way better. I should be home in time to watch Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, so it's whatever. Who cares?
Just do an arbitrage bet. On one sports book, you pick the winner, and on the other sports book, you pick the loser, and maybe you get $10 back.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not wasting not even the dollar bet that I make every now and then on any kind of crap like that, dude. There's no way. Speaking of crap, man, here we go. NCAA pick'ems are going to be in now. We're going to go through our NCAA picks. When we're done here, we'll go through our NFL picks, and that's the end of the show. We'll be back next week. We've got a lot of interviews coming next week, so please, please, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sweep the League TV. Be a subscriber. Tons of interviews. Sweep Unplugged probably has, I would say, a good 9 interviews coming next week, 8 interviews dropping next week. So be sure to be a subscriber so you don't miss out. Let's go, Gio. It is pick'em time. Before we get started, I gotta get the paper now. I gotta get our paper now because I gotta write them down and submit them to the producers, because if I don't, I get yelled at. Here we go. All right. Starting us off, Gio, we are going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The red hot Pittsburgh Panthers for a while there, not anymore. Taking on the Clemson Tigers. Honestly, I would probably take Pittsburgh in this game more than likely, but where are you going with this one?
I'm going Clemson. I think they're able to edge them out towards the end, but I think this is going to be a close game.
So you're taking Clemson?
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to take Clemson on that.
It's a tough environment on the road at Pitt. It's going to be probably a cold one, so it's going to be close.
Jaden's taking Clemson, but he says Pittsburgh will cover this spread. Tim's taking Clemson. Again, be sure to put your picks on at Sweep the League on X, Twitter, whatever the hell they're calling it today. That way we have your picks recorded. You go undefeated, you get a prize from it. So Ohio State, Northwestern. I mean, it's the week before. And shout out to a local podcast guy who basically just shit all over Indiana and says there's no reason why they should be ever in the college football playoffs, all the other stuff. That's the opinion, whatever. We've been saying that they should be in the college football playoffs regardless. Their only loss is probably going to come to Ohio State, but if they beat Ohio State, what more can you say, huh? You can't really say much more after that. I'm taking Ohio State over Northwestern this week, getting ready for the big one next weekend.
Big game at my old stopping grounds in Chicago. Northwestern, by the way, the game is going to be played at Wrigley Field. It's going to be a pretty cool environment. A lot of those smart kids are going to be at Northwestern at the game, but give me Ohio State big.
Ohio State big. He's going big. Tim Gonzalez in here. He's going to Ohio State. Those damn future national championship Texas Longhorns traveling to Razorback Stadium, Gio, where it's always tough to play because you always mention about the SEC, the traveling, those damn road games. Arkansas is going to play them tough. They're going to play them real tough. So tough that Texas is going to squeak by and get a win. I'm taking the Horns.
Yeah, listen, I love a good SEC upset, but I'm going to take Texas here. Arkansas hasn't had some of that magic since October, and I just don't see it happening. Texas wins. I think it'll be close in that first half. I just think they're just a much better team at this point. But hey, you never know.
One of the red-hot teams to start the season was Navy. Now they're on a 2-game skid. They're going up against Tulane. I will say this. I think the midshipmen bounce back this week and get a win over Tulane. Give me Navy this week.
I'm going with the Green Wave up there in, Louisiana, Rudy? I'm going with the Green Wave. This is an offense that's has been averaging about 30 points a game, and I think they'll be able to put too much at the end for Navy.
JD's taking Ohio State and Texas. He's picking an upset win here in Nebraska over USC for
that ain't no upset. That's no upset to me.
New offensive coordinator other than Shatterfield. Tim Gonzalez is also taking Navy today. All right, we go to Utah and your Colorado Buffaloes, Gio, going up against the Utes who got cheated last week against BYU.
I had that pick, Rudy. That was one of my upset picks, and I thought in the Holy War Utah would come up, and they didn't. I'm going with the Colorado Buffaloes, a team that I've been talking about all year. Rudy said they were going to win one win, and so far they are ready.
I said they would be a 5-win team. I know.
Colorado at home.
I said, yeah, it would be a 5-win team. Don't give me that BS of 1 win. I'm taking Colorado. I won't bet against Dion this week. Utah just had it really for them last week. I felt bad for the Utes, but hey, they got lost. Oh well. Mercer and Bama. Do we even have to cover this game? It's going to be Bama. It's going to be Bama big.
Roll Tide, Alabama, big.
Yeah, we're both saying Bama big. I put banana on yours. I don't know why I put banana. I'm not even hungry. Crazy. Shout out to JD Wyatt. Y'all be blessed, not stressed. Great show, guys. Much love. Appreciate you joining, JD. See you on the next one here. Moving on, Gio, we got Boston College and SMU. Boston College is too long. It's too much to spell. So just give me the 3-letter team there in SMU this weekend.
Give me SMU. BC is looking for a new quarterback. I think they got Grayson James. And it just SMU's been fast all year. And it's a home game. Southern Methodist University.
LSU going to the swamp, dude. Florida. LSU's pretty much done. 3 losses. No more CFP. I think they're done. Can Florida pull up this little upset over LSU? Give me LSU.
If DJ can play, do we know yet, Rudy?
We do not know yet.
Give me LSU. Listen, they've been fairly good all year, Rudy. Obviously, the blunder last week against Alabama. Go Tigers. I got Tigers this week.
Real quick, Tim wants to know, does LSU or does SMU belong in the college football playoffs yet?
Well, if they win their conference, Rudy, they're going to be. They have that at large, the basically at large bid. So yeah, they're going to be in it if they win.
Moving on over, we got Louisville and Stanford. Louisville, man. I'm not going to waste too much time on this one. Give me Louisville.
This is an interesting matchup, but Stanford's 2-7. I think it could be close in the beginning, but Louisville's going to blow them out at the end.
He's taking Louisville. We're going to move down to Penn State. I can't believe I sent you that joke earlier a couple of days ago about Penn State, but Penn State going into a really tough environment at Ross-Ade Stadium, West Lafayette, Indiana. The Purdue Boilermakers. Shout out to Glenn Big Dog Robinson and Robbie Hummel, but I'm taking Penn State as the fraud team in the top 12.
I went to West Lafayette last year to watch the Indiana Hoosiers lose in regulation, unfortunately. And wow, what a year for Purdue. They're 1-8, Rudy.
Yeah.
This is, look, we saw a few weeks ago Purdue put up 50 on Illinois, still end up losing.
Yeah.
I'm taking Penn State, Rudy, but you know how some of these games are. Penn State always loses a game they're not supposed to lose, but I'm going with Penn State. But who knows? A different Purdue team might show up. I have no idea.
Give me the chances. What is the chances of Purdue winning?
I'll give them a 10% chance.
10% chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Virginia at Notre Dame, South Bend, Indiana. This has the smell of a possible. Do we dare sound the alarm on this game for Notre Dame? Overlooking it, and they got Army coming up, undefeated Army's coming up for Notre Dame. Is this one of the games they overlook going into that game? I'm going to say they win, but they win very, very close in this game. This is my upset alert game. It could happen, but give me Notre Dame on the safe side.
I'm going with Notre Dame. That was a big win last week for Virginia, Rudy, beating, was it Pittsburgh they beat last week?
Yep.
So a big win coming off that emotion. Now have to head over to South Bend, Indiana. Give me Notre Dame. Rudy, they've been playing better this year. I got to admit.
Yeah, they have. Tim's actually taking UVA. He's buying the upset alert Kool-Aid that we just gave him there. Missouri and South Carolina, always so tough to play in Columbia, man. I remember telling you this is around the time Missouri and Iowa tend to just fall off. Does South Carolina have enough to beat Missouri and basically eliminate them from anything, pretty much, when it comes to the top 12? I'm taking those damn Gamecocks, dude. Give me South Carolina.
Give me South Carolina, Rudy. They're hot right now. We saw them beat Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and also Vanderbilt. They're hot. Give me those Gamecocks. I'm glad Georgia doesn't play them like we used to every year. I'm glad.
Arizona State traveling to Kansas State. Both teams are 7-2, man. And it's crazy because I don't know where to go with this. Going to Bill Snyder Family Stadium in Manhattan, Kansas. Kansas State's been kind of rocky lately. And guess what? Because they're kind of rocky, they're going to get beat. I'm taking Arizona State to win this weekend.
Rudy, both programs are undefeated at home. Obviously, someone is on the road, and that's going to be Arizona State. Rudy, basically the loser's eliminated, right, from winning the Big 12, basically. So this is a tough one, Rudy. Give me Kansas State at home. Every home team's won their game this year, so I'm going with the numbers.
Going with the numbers. Boise State with a tough matchup against San Jose State. Why do I say tough? Because San Jose State is 6-3. They're playing in San Jose, California. I do like San Jose State this season, but this is the game Boise needs. And Genty is probably going to have another big game to add to his Heisman possibility resume this year. Give me Boise State to win.
Watch out, Rudy. I think Boise is on upset alert. San Jose can play.
Yeah.
And Boise hasn't looked particularly great. But I'm going with Boise. I'm going with Genty on this one. But I think it's closer than what the experts think.
Heading over to Madison, Wisconsin, another game where Oregon travels damn near across country. Could this be a tough one for Oregon? They look too damn good. Derek Gerwin always says, pick the Ducks, pick the Ducks, pick the Ducks. I'm going to take the Ducks, but I think it's going to be a close game, Gio. Give me Oregon.
I'm trying to find it in my heart to pick Wisconsin. They're at home. It's a night game, Rudy.
Yep,
it's going to be cold, but can Wisconsin, they don't have much of a can't score any points. Give me Oregon. Just by default, they're just clearly the much better team. But Rudy, you know how some of these night games are in the Big Ten. It's going to be cold, but give me Oregon.
Yeah, I think the weather will play a factor in this game. All right, man. Athens, Georgia. This is it. This is the game of the weekend right here for me. Tennessee against Georgia. Georgia loses, we can pretty much just write them off. If ETN is out for the game, so that's already been said. He's going to be out for the game. Another loss for Georgia on the sidelines there. So I'm going to go with Tennessee, man. I think there's a lot of problems with Georgia this year. And I think the Vols are going to continue to roll. They're going to continue to expose them. Give me Tennessee to win this weekend.
Rudy, this is one of the most confusing Georgia teams that I can remember. I don't know what their plan is. One week is this, the next week is that. They can't run the football like the old days of Nick Chubb and Sony Michel. Those days are not here. Give me Georgia, Rudy. 20-17. I'm still sticking with the Dogs. Hey guys, we control our own destiny. If we win out, we're going to the playoffs. So take care of Tennessee. And Tennessee fans, don't think I don't see those memes you've been posting of Carson Beck. That he looks like that damn thing from South Park. I've been seeing y'all do that. Have the same energy next week. We'll see.
Is that Butters? They're reposting the Butters?
Yeah.
Oh my God. New Mexico State, Texas A&M. Not even gonna waste time. Give me Texas A&M over New Mexico State.
Yeah, if Jimbo was there, I would pick New Mexico, but he's not. So I'm going Texas A&M.
You're going A&M, Washington State, New Mexico again. Not wasting much. I'm going Washington State.
Man, I really have enjoyed what Washington State has been doing this season. Remember, only a two-team race, and they can put up points. But also New Mexico can put up points too. So I think this is going to be a shootout. But give me Wazoo.
Taking Wazoo. Last game for the NCAA Pickems here before we get to our NFL Pickems. Brought to you by MCS General Contracting. Kansas, BYU. Kansas came to play last week, huh? They came to play just a little bit. Kind of screwed me on one of my picks there. Do they come to play this weekend in Provo, Utah, Gio?
I got the Jayhawks again for the second week in a row for an upset. I think Jalen Daniels goes in there. Look, Rudy, they're 3-6, but we all can agree they have a lot of talent, and I think it's going to be a close game. Give me Kansas in the upset.
I will say this: they have the talent.
They do.
And I think last week proved why BYU shouldn't be 9-0. This week's going to prove why they are 9-1. Give me those damn Jayhawks. I am with you on the train. I'm taking Kansas this week to beat Brigham Young University because they were exposed last week. They got the Patrick Mahomes call, the Kansas City Chiefs call. So, yeah, I think Kansas is going to head over to Provo, Utah and take care of those damn BYU guys. NFL, man. Let's over to the NFL picks. So before we get going here, get to our NFL picks. This will be again, shout out to everybody out there, man. Basically, go to YouTube, or not YouTube, go to Twitter, do @SweepTheLeague, drop your NFL picks on Sunday before the game starts, have a chance to win a big prize, man. We don't pick the game tonight. Obviously, the Thursday night game is off limits. We're starting with a massive barn burner, dude. Ravens and Steelers, Gio. Russell Wilson playing out of his damn mind. Receivers are looking good. I think on a fantasy perspective, I like me some Jalen Warren as a sneaky play fantasy this weekend. Oh man, I want to pick the Ravens so bad, but give me the Steelers to win.
Give me the steel curtain. I'm taking the Steelers. I'll take the Steelers on the plus. I don't know what it is, but when I do my little Pickem for betting, I'm taking. I might pick them outright to win, but I'm going Steelers. To me, Rudy, it's the defense. Yeah. Steelers defense is a much better defense than what the Ravens have shown this year. Pittsburgh, and it's at home.
Yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh, and I'll take it's +3 Pittsburgh, so I'll take that too all day. Yep. Browns and Saints, man. Do we do it for Leha? Do we do this for Leha and take the Saints? They are at home. They're at the Superdome. I'm going to do it. Give me the Saints to win.
Give me Jameis Winston in the revenge tour. On the road in New Orleans is going to be a track meet. I think Jameis will make enough plays. Rudy, I mean, the Saints, yeah, they won last week, but it's been bad.
They beat the damn Falcons, man.
Do you think they had the first or like the best 2-game stretch ever and then literally just dismantled? Now, granted, Carr was out, so that did hurt.
A lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries happen. But give me the Browns on the road in New Orleans.
Taking the Browns. Packers and Bears. I'm tired of picking the Bears to do anything this year. I'm going to take the Packers, and all the rumors, Gio, about Tyson Badgett maybe playing this week. That the possibility that there's rumors out there, there's rumblings that your boy Caleb Williams might get the Anthony Richardson treatment and be benched.
Whatever happens is probably going to be good for him. Maybe he does need to sit down a week or two. Give me the Packers. I think Packers are -6 from what I saw. Yes, it's a rivalry now. It's a rivalry game, but give me Packers.
Colts and Jets. The Jets can't lose this game, can they? I mean, they're bringing back Anthony Richardson to play this weekend. There's no way the Jets can lose this game. I hate taking the damn team, but we're going to go Jets. Jets.
But Joe Flacco did not look good last week, Rudy, so Richardson's going to step in. The Jets, I think, will rise to the occasion as they do once in a while, and then they'll lose the following week. But give me the Jets to win this game.
I hope this isn't your upset pick again here, but we got Lions and Jaguars. Oh my, Jared Goff MVP tour.
I wasn't way off with the Jags, Rudy.
You were not.
I was not. They played much. I mean, their defense played really well and was in that game. They probably should have won.
Oh, they should have won. I was sitting back like, are you kidding me? Gio really is picking the Jags and they're going to win here? Not this week, man. They're not going to beat the Lions. Give me the Lions to win.
It's just an interesting game. Give me the Lions. I just don't see the Jags have enough. But give me Lions.
Taking the Lions, man. Moving on over to your Rams, taking on the Patriots. I don't know what to make of the Rams this year. I mean, they look good. They look okay. They look bad. They look decent. Can't get a real read off of them. Do we dare take the Patriots in Foxborough this weekend?
I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't yell at you. This is a Rams team that reminds me of the Georgia Bulldogs, which is kind of ironic. Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Hyde. You don't know who you're going to get with this team. That offense was disgusting on Monday. I think the Rams are a better team. I will say it's going to be in New England. It's going to be, I'm sure, windy. It's going to be cold. Give me the Rams, but I don't have much convince on that.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots this weekend, only because of the home field. I like the Patriots this weekend. Raiders and Dolphins, oh my. This is normally an easy pick for me. I would probably just say Dolphins. It was a little bit tougher. I'm going to take the Dolphins this week. I just don't know about the Dolphins. I mean, Tyreek Hill, yeah, surgery, but I'm playing, yada, yada, yada. It just feels like this is one of those games where the Raiders can creep up on the Miami Dolphins and win it, but I'm taking the Dolphins this weekend.
Yes, I'm going with the Dolphins.
Vikings and Titans. Vikings are a tough defensive team, man. I mean, the Titans are a very tough defensive team. I think Sam Darnold bounces back. Had a really rough game last weekend. Give me the Vikings to beat the Titans.
Going with the Vikings, but it's going to be a close one.
How close do you think it is?
Touchdown.
All right, fair enough. Those dumb, dirty birds, the Atlanta Falcons, getting into Mile High, Denver, Colorado. Bo Nix is going to have a really good day in that weekend. I'm actually starting him in a couple of fantasy leagues. I am taking, of course, why would I pick against him? I'm taking the Denver Broncos to beat the Falcons this weekend.
I'm taking the Broncos too, Rudy.
You don't have to copy my pick. Seahawks and 49ers.
I already thought about it. I'm going the elevation in Colorado. I'm going Denver this week.
You're going Denver. We got 4 more games. Seahawks and Niners. Gio, who are you taking on that game?
The 49ers, of course. Seattle, I'm not sure what to make of them. They're starting to crack like the Rams, but I think 49ers are just a better football team, and it's going to be in Santa Clara. So 49ers.
Big game of the weekend. Chiefs and Bills. Oh, my. I think this is where the winning streak snaps. Give me the Buffalo Bills. It is in Orchard Park. It's going to probably be a little cold up there, which I understand. Pat Mahomes plays in the cold. It's Kansas City. They get the same kind of weather. But I think this is where he catches up to them. Pat Mahomes does not look like his MVP self. He's not looked like the dominant quarterback that he has been in years past. I think Josh Allen takes care of business. Give me the Buffalo Bills this week.
Rudy picks against the Chiefs every week. Give me the Chiefs on the road in West Orchard Park in Buffalo, New York, which is, by the way, technically the only team in the great state of New York. Just in case no one knows. I'm taking Chiefs.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the Jets play in New Jersey.
Okay, I know that.
And the Giants play in New Jersey.
Oh, I didn't even snap to that.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't snap to that. You make a really valid point there. Bengals and Chargers. Bengals need this game. They need it so bad. They have to go 11-6 to even have a chance at a playoff spot. Joe Burrow's going to have a field day, I think. He's going to have a really good day. But guess what? The Chargers are going to get the win. Bengals season's pretty much done. Give me the Chargers.
The Chargers haven't been winning technically very impressively. They've been grinding out games, kind of like their coach. Wherever Harbaugh's been, Rudy, they've been a kind of a grinded out team, and that's what they're doing here. But give me the Bengals on the road going to Los Angeles. There's no weather. It's a dome, and I think it's going to be a track meet. Give me the Bengals.
Battle of Texas for Monday Night Football. Those Houston Texans against your favorite Dallas Cowboys. Now, there's not going to be any sun. That's for damn sure in Jerry World, AT&T Stadium. So, do the Cowboys have a chance to legitimately beat the Texans? I'm going to say, Gio, they have a chance to upset the Houston Texans. Am I going to take the Cowboys? Hell no. Week number 4 of me sleeping on the couch because I'm not taking the Cowboys and the wife's going to be mad. Give me the Houston Texans to continue the misery season of the Dallas Cowboys.
Texans, not even a thought. The Cowboys don't have a quarterback. I mean,
You're like, that's it.
I don't care if it was. Who was that guy they had? Was it Danucci or what was he?
Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci. That's
where is he at, Rudy? He's probably out of the league, right?
He was in Denver, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's still there, but he last was in Denver. So
let me see. He's a former quarterback, and no, he's in the NFL. He's playing with the Buffalo Bills.
He's still in the NFL with the Bills. Wow, that shows you way more than what we know here, man. That's
hey, he
crazy.
was the XFL passing leader last season. So you know what? He's made a name for himself really as a backup in this league. Which, hey, there are a lot of guys who do that and make a good amount of money doing it.
Tons of money doing
Yeah.
it, man. There's a lot of people make a lot of money as a backup, which is no problem at all, man. If you're going to be a backup, hey, Colt McCoy was a backup, probably one of the better backups in the league, I'm sure. So
yeah,
probably what Daniel Jones is going to do is going to be a backup here pretty soon.
Well, is he going to start?
Brian Daboll hasn't really. I think Brian Daboll said that he is going to bench him, but I don't think it's actually come out that he's going to bench him just yet. So
listen, Brian Daboll has tried. The man has tried. He's tried everything he's good, and what will go every time that game against what was it, a few weeks ago on Sunday Night Football, Rudy, where he threw that pick, or no, it could have been a Monday night, and he throws that pick. I said, dude, man, he always does that. It's just I don't know what it is about him.
It's crazy. I mean, he looks good for a little bit, and then he looks terrible.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. You can't blame. I mean, he has the talent around him.
Maybe a change of scenery, which is possible. You never know.
Well, the Rams might be looking for another quarterback here pretty soon. So you're not mad about it, are you?
No, I think Stafford actually, unfortunately, the offensive line, we had some guys come back, and it's just, man, they just didn't play well, and he was getting beat up a lot. So,
yeah, how many more years do you think he has left though?
I think about 2 or 3.
I figured 3 more years for Stafford. Anyway, those are our picks. We're going to get those posted here for the weekend, guys. We're going to run the same show tomorrow morning, so you can get our picks again tomorrow. Derek's going to be back next week. No show tomorrow night because we'll be at UTSA against North Texas. We'll be bringing you all the coverage for UTSA football tomorrow. We got a lot of shows coming up. Lean Left, Lean Right. We'll be back hopefully this weekend. Best Boys Podcast, Sweep Unplugged. Just a ton of other shows coming. We got a brand new sports card show coming out. We've also got, I believe, a wrestling show coming. So nonetheless, it's going to be a great weekend football. So be sure to get your picks in. Go to Twitter at Sweep the League. Be sure to tag us there. Do at Sweep the League. Get your picks in for college football. Get your picks in for the NFL. Go undefeated on one of them. Get a grand prize from us here at Sweep the League. Be sure to go Sweep the League on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Sweep the League TV. Be a subscriber for your chance to win. Bunch of cool prizes there. So for Coach Gio, who had to take off, for Derek Gervin, who's working on some basketball stuff right now, he'll be back next week. It's Rudy Complish here. Until we Sweep the League again next week, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you later.
Better tonight, maybe a little bit better than you bargained for. I was really obsessed with this idea that my soulmate was just somewhere out there. Hey, look around. Maybe your soulmate is here. You all have good taste in music. When the gold fell on your skin and my hair caught in the wind, the choir sang a melancholic hymn. I feel like tonight in a venue like this with the LA Phil, with my band, it feels like every single part of me coming together. I've never felt more like me. I'll never forget this night. Thank you so much.
Are you a hockey fan looking for the latest on the Edmonton Oilers, Pittsburgh Penguins, and NHL news of the week? Barry and Carson Best bring it all to you on the Best Boys Center Ice podcast. They break down games, provide insider updates, and keep you up to speed every week. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and join their hockey family.
Welcome to the Lean Left, Lean Right podcast, where spirited debates and open discussions reign supreme. Join hosts Rudy and Shemaya as they dive headfirst into the hottest topics in politics and beyond. They're all about seeking common ground without losing their passion for their perspectives. If you're ready for real talk and honest opinions, subscribe now and join the conversation.
Exclusive interviews with Rudy and the crew. Let's go.
Ever wondered what regret smells like? Meet Interception by Dak Prescott. Tired of scoring all the time? Us too. That's why we created Interception. For those men who don't want to score tonight. With notes of missed opportunities and a hint of maybe next time, Interception is the perfect scent for the guy who prefers the friend zone. So, take a break from winning and spritz on some Interception. Because sometimes it's okay to drop the ball.
We build a legacy, yeah, they know the name. STL music, this a movement, not just a club.